I just wanted to ask you, in your expert opinion, what would be the impact on society if we had either first contacts or full disclosure that we've already had first contacts?
Well, I think the societal impact would be huge, and it would cross almost every field of knowledge and existence. It would affect politics, religion, science, technology, economics, the military, philosophy. Almost everything would have to be rethought and rewritten. I think we've traditionally, of course, placed ourselves, human beings, at the center of the universe. And the more we found out about the universe, the less human-centric it looks. So we started off, I guess, thinking, the Earth was the center of everything. The sun revolved around the Earth. Then we found out it was the other way around. There was the big conflict between science and religion in the Middle Ages. Some would say that's still going on, of course, but I think now, looking out with tools like the James Webb Space Telescope, the more we look, the smaller we get, in a way. And I think it would be like that with extraterrestrials, whether we just pick up a signal from a distant civilization that we'd never meet, or whether we encounter something face to face, to find out that it's not just us, to find out that it might be a very crowded universe with multiple civilizations, I think would be humbling. It would be awe-inspiring, and depending on what we find, it could be a little scary too.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, in your opinion, do you think we've already had first contacts and it's being kept from us, or what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Many people say we have, and of course, those people fall into, I suppose, two broad categories. First, the UFO researchers who believe that they have uncovered proof of a government cover-up, a conspiracy. I think, speaking as someone who's looked at this from within government, I would say that a lot of that is sometimes mistaking conspiracy for bureaucracy. And I mean, governments routinely hide things and dissemble, and it's not necessarily because there's a great secret that they're sitting on, but just because secrecy is hardwired into people that work in that world, particularly when you get to the Ministry of Defence, the military, the intelligence agencies, exactly the sorts of places where you embed a UFO program, or the sorts of organizations involved in UFO research and investigation within government are those most secretive parts of government. So I think that's part of it. So that's one group of people, the ufologists who think there's a cover-up. The other group of people, of course, are the witnesses and the experiencers themselves. People are so certain they have seen what they believe is an extraterrestrial spacecraft, or taking it to the extreme, people who say that they've had a contact experience, that they've maybe had an abduction experience, that they've had telepathic channeled content, and those people, I'm sure, some of them, of course, will just be making it up, but the vast majority, I'm sure, are completely sincere about this. Now, there's a debate to be had about whether these are genuine physical real world experiences, or whether they're some sort of very vivid hallucination, dream, the result of some complex psychological condition. I mean, my goodness, the human mind is about the most mysterious and complex thing that we're aware of. So I think there's a lot to unpack there, but short answer is I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there is more that's known within government than they currently say, but I'm not sure that necessarily means they are gatekeepers of a great secret. It may be that part of the problem, part of the reasons for the secrecy, is almost the embarrassment that they know there's something going on. I mean, there's no denying the reality of the UFO phenomenon. And
Sure.
that's particularly what we're seeing in the United States right now with congressional interest. But perhaps the real secret of that is that even the government doesn't know.
Full disclosure,